Jason Carter is a death row inmate. In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days. Upon completion of his work, he will be a free man. Jason Carter is now D503.
Jason Carter é um dos classe Ds. Nada.
D503 was given no clear instruction of the task to be completed.
D503 não foi dado nenhuma instrução e ele deve descobrir o que ele precisa fazer. Acho que é bem óbvio o que a gente precisa fazer, só seguir o radar. E coletar lixo. Adoro ações que levam 10 segundos para fazer. Um tanque de petróleo. Pneu. Já tá num deserto aparentemente infinito. Oh. Essa sem querer. A gente chegou aos 100 quilos que a gente precisava coletar. Então vamos voltar para cá. Fazendo um fretinho bem suave, um monte de lixo. Alavanca. A gente tá incinerando um monte de lixo no meio de um deserto. Ok?
This was D503's first day of work.
Esse foi o primeiro dia de trabalho de D503.
SCP protocol mandates that D503 now undergo a psychological evaluation.
Precisa passar por uma avaliação psicológica agora. Sem dúvida, doutor. Por favor, faça o teste de nível 2 de teste mental nível 2. Pra gente saber o seu atual estado mental. Ok. Precisa encher o quadrado com as coisas. Quarto lugar. Ok. O trabalho de hoje terminou. Faltam 29. Um hamburgão de recompensa, ok, obrigado. Quem nunca comeu um hambúrguer de chão?
This was the first day D503 psychological data was collected.
Esse foi o primeiro dia que
You're probably wondering,
os dados psicológicos foram pegos.
Earn freedom for a death row inmate. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham from Site 83. Welcome to today's training conference. Today, I'm going to share with you a little project I've been working on called SCP-7457.
SCP-7457.
SCP-7457. D503
Doutor Bonitão,
is a
sim.
volunteer who we invited to help us learn more about this desert.
PhD em neurobiologia.
Prior to the Foundation's involvement with SCP-7457, 329 people went missing in this area. As a precaution, we have introduced lockdown measures as we attempt to find the cause of these disappearances. As everyone here is new to the Foundation, it will be good for you to learn about SCP-7457. Let me explain how it works. Before we get started, are there any questions?
Dr. Ham, I'm Will Barton, 3rd Special Squad, Site 86.
Hello, Will.
Before I came here, I thought I had a basic understanding of the Foundation. I've heard of these anomalies, but only in terms of human anomalies. I had no idea that SCP-7457 was a desert. How do we begin to make sense of this?
That's a good question, Will. All the unexplained phenomena we are monitoring are being labeled anomalies.
Sim, o objetivo
Anomalies, regional anomalies,
da pesquisa desse Dr. Ham é justamente o efeito que tem sobre
beyond our control.
os humanos.
The work of the Foundation is to isolate these anomalies and prevent the public from, shall we say, experiencing them? Okay, next question.
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Mark Harris, a research intern from Site 27. In the video, we saw D503 picking up garbage in the desert. Why did it do that? And what does this have to do with anomalies?
Okay, Mark. What I can tell you now is that everything you see is part of SCP-7457. SCP anomalies can be a little difficult to understand at first. Just know that it, or they, have their own rules. Perhaps you'll
Deixa a dica que talvez esse SCP seja vivo, algo vivo.
Okay, let's move on.
Dia
The
8.
first week was fairly normal. However, there was an interesting occurrence on the 8th day.
A primeira semana foi aparentemente normal, mas no 8º dia aconteceu alguma coisa.
Let's have a look at what happened.
Está de noite. Barril de óleo. Esse caminhão parece que não tem peso quando tá indo rápido. Um ar-condicionador. Praticamente suspensões lunares, né? Fala, Du. Então, a pira do jogo é que a gente é um arquivista de uma fundação que contém anomalias como esta. E aqui a gente está recebendo treinamento do que significa ser um arquivista. Black Spindle. Um monte de cabo enrolado. E aqui a gente... Eu tô jogando, mas o nosso personagem está assistindo os vídeos desse cara que tá coletando esse lixo no deserto.
D503 had completed his task. However, he did not realize that he had already encountered his first anomaly.
Ele encontrou sua primeira anomalia. Fazendo o teste psicológico de novo. Missão 3. Fotos com triângulos. Illuminati. Que são iguais a 5. Oh, não. E esse daqui? Então, Oliveira, eu acho que eles não se importam com o que possa ser expelido na atmosfera, porque a gente já, aqui a gente está dentro da anomalia, então meio que não faz diferença, eu acredito. Então vai comer o hambúrguer de chão dessa vez?
That night, D503's psychological data showed abnormal fluctuations. Analysis tells us that D503 is dreaming.
O D503 estava sonhando com
Unfortunately,
vozes.
though, we have no way of knowing what he dreamed of that night.
O pessoal da fundação não sabe com o que ele sonhou naquela noite, mas aparentemente é isso daqui.
The eighth day marked a significant turning point, the start of SCP-7457's impact on D503. Are there any questions before we go on?
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Spencer Jones from the Special Operations Department of Site-21.
Hello, Spencer.
It's still unclear as to why D503 needs to pick up all of this trash. If you wanted to monitor his psychological response to SCP-7457, why not just leave him out in the desert? Why assign him these tasks when there are already psychological evaluations taking place?
Okay. Our analysis has indicated that SCP-7457 produces a new cluster of trash every 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
Esse CP então produz lixo a cada 8 minutos.
All that trash may soon flow into our world.
Se não for, se não lidarem com esse lixo vai fluir pro nosso mundo.
By humans. However, it still has the potential to become a significant problem in the future. By assigning these tasks to D503, we can monitor his reactions while also containing the trash.
Eles estão basicamente experimentando com o D503 e lidando com o lixo ao mesmo
Is
tempo.
it not the case that the Foundation is exaggerating the importance of a minor issue before the issue is fully understood?
Okay, everyone. I must emphasize that behind us is the general public, who are wholly unaware of any of this. Being meticulous and maintaining a serious attitude is essential at the SCP Foundation. Any oversight or underestimation of the enemy may result in disaster.
Thank you, Dr. Ham. I understand.
Good.
Basicamente dando esporro nela porque
The
ela não
effects
estava
of
sendo séria sobre o que estava acontecendo.
SCP-7457 on D503 became most obvious on day 15 of the test. Due to the conditions that day, we were only able to track his movements after recovering data from his radar. It was definitely a bad day, perhaps the worst, even for a death row inmate.
Basicamente foi o pior dia da vida desse cara.
D503 found a radar that perfectly resembled his own.
Radar igual ao dele.
However, D503 didn't seem to think much of it.
Um casulo de fios, de cabos. Ainda bem que eles não fazem você fazer todo o mesmo processo todas as vezes.
Persistent adverse physiological reactions proved to be a challenge for D503. He still managed to complete his work on day 15.
E alguma coisa estava gemendo ali dentro, mas tudo bem.
An incident. A sandstorm.
Tempestade de areia.
D503 walked in the sandstorm for a long time, but he couldn't seem to find his way back.
O cara se perdeu numa tempestade de areia. Cara, só imagina ficar perdido no deserto dentro de um negócio que talvez seja hostil pra você. Mas também no caso desse cara, ou é isso ou é morrer. Já que ele foi condenado à morte, né? Mas ainda assim, é tenso isso. Quer visto alguma coisa do outro lado?
Managed to find a site just as he was beginning to grow weak with exhaustion. A site he was not familiar with.
Encontrou um outro sítio. Melhor eutanásia. Entre enlouquecer num deserto e ser condenado à morte, talvez, né? O efeito que dá, né? Tem cor só no canto. Mentira. Para quem é jovem demais, isso daqui é uma cabine telefônica. Elas costumavam existir no mundo. Hoje em dia, nem tanto.
Have you ever experienced a call from an unknown voice? Approximately 13 hours later, a visibly trembling D503 returned to Site 8. We immediately performed a psychological evaluation.
Por 13 horas fora e voltou pro sítio correto.
Major fluctuations can now be observed in D503's physiological data. The results of the psychological evaluation were so troubling, we had to abort the mission.
Os resultados foram tão ruins que eles abortaram o experimento.
D503 was able to break away from the Foundation's control. He has seen the test results of other Level D personnel who were analyzed at SCP-7457. That's right. None of the Level D personnel at SCP-7457 have ever been able to leave this desert.
Um empregado do tipo D foi capaz de sair do deserto. Não faço ideia para onde ir, mas vamos. Cidade no meio do deserto.
D503 heard the call.
Escutou o chamado.
Humans often believe that their fate is in their own hands, that all choices come from their own free will.
Pessoas acreditam ter a liberdade de escolha.
They don't realize that we humans form only a small part of this world.
Eles não percebem que os humanos só fazem uma pequena parte
The
desse mundo.
unknown world, we are as insignificant as a grain of sand in this vast desert.
Lá fora, no mundo desconhecido, nós somos insignificantes que nem um grão de areia no deserto. Sempre bom encontrar uma cabine telefônica cheia de telefones flutuantes que parecem tentáculos. E agora a gente sabe o que estavam naqueles casulos de cabos. E o ciclo continua. Então o cara que estava condenado à morte morreu de qualquer maneira.
48 days later, experiment participant D722 found the radar that had belonged to D503. The radar was 31 miles away from the waste treatment facility. All the data we have came from this radar. People entering SCP-7457 will suffer varying degrees of psychological stress within an acute period. It manifests as a range of neurological and mental disorders, as well as severe and unexplained hallucinations. So far, not one participant has left the desert unscathed. The Foundation has tested 31 Level D personnel in an area spanning 2,267 square miles. Our testing continues. When you work for the Foundation, you will face various anomalies. Some can kill you, some may drive you crazy, and some will make you feel that living is worse than death. Let this be very clear. SCP-7457 is just a taste of what you will face in the future. Before joining the Foundation, you were all leaders in your respective fields and industries. Researchers, special forces, FBI agents, national security experts. Well, SCP does not care how smart you are, how accomplished you are. It doesn't matter to them how many doctorates and titles you have. You are no different from helpless ants when confronted with these anomalies. Remember this. It is the most important advice you will receive. Do not take risks. You will die. You are not as special as you think you are. If you encounter an anomaly, put your pride and curiosity aside. Run, because that's the only thing you can do. God won't protect you here. Welcome to the Foundation, rookies. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham, and this ends the first class of our employee induction program.
Traduzindo bem por cima, ele falou: vocês são todos uns bostas. Se vocês encontrarem uma anomalia, fujam.